Hello everybody, it's Lucy Johnson here from Rockstar Fitness Marketing, and I'm going to show you a very short video here that's going to show you how to make the most of the new feature Google Local that has really been rolled out en masse upon Google and is going to help you understand how you can use Google Local to grow your fitness business, because there's been some big changes in Google just recently. At the very end of 2010 there was a big change in how Google Local was used, and how it means that you must have a Google Local listing now if you want your website to still work for you and bring you new clientele into your fitness business. So let's take a look at what's been going on. We're just here right now on google.com, and let's do a normal search. Let's say you're looking for a personal training studio in Brighton. So the kind of words you might type in would be something along the lines of personal trainer Brighton, if you were a consumer looking for that sort of thing. And it's very interesting to receive the results that come up. Now, these listings here are what we call natural organic listings. These lead you straight to websites. If we scroll further down, you'll see these listings here have these red tags to the left hand side of them. And if you look to the right, you can actually see there's a map there of the area we're looking at, Brighton, with these tags also listing their geographical location in relation to the business listings here. What's interesting to note is up until a couple of months ago, at the end of 2010, these local listings with the red tags that now take up pretty much 3/4 of this front page of Google only used to take up a tiny little slot here, right where this A listing is. And what it means is a website like this one here, michellenewit.com, that's not a local listing, it's a regular website listing, used to be right up here in position number 3. But because of the way Google have changed the way it displays their Google local listings, these local listings now dominate the front page of Google. Now, for those of you that aren't too savvy with what that might mean for your business, it basically means there's a general rule of thumb that if you're the number one website listing for a certain search term, such as personal trainer Brighton, about 60% of the people searching for that term will click on your website because you're the first listing there. So that's more than the lion's share of the people searching will go to your website first and are therefore likely to end up using your services and your business as opposed to the listings below. Again, roughly speaking, about 20% will go to the second listing down, and the last 20% that's left over is kind of spread between the next 2 to 3 listings here. So essentially, if you're not on the first half of the page for the key term that you're trying to rank your website for, in reality, there's almost no point you having a website, because people who are searching for you on Google just aren't going to get to your website before they get distracted by one of these websites at the top here. Now, the importance of Google Local changing means that obviously now Google Local is taking up the lion's share of the front page of Google. So, poor old Gavin Walsh down here will barely be getting any clicks to his website now from Google searches, whereas before this change was made, he was probably up here somewhere, getting quite a lot of attention. What this means for business owners, fitness business owners, is that you really now have to have one of these Google local listings. Currently they're free. I would imagine because of the way Google has changed how they're displayed, that means they're probably going to start charging for them in the near future. So you've got to get in now and claim that Google local listing while it's free. Because right now, if you don't have a Google local listing, but you do have a website that's not ranking in the first 1 or 2, your website's more or less become redundant. Okay, so let's get on to how we create one of those Google listings and what information we need to put in there to try and make sure we're listed on one of the first few letters, the A, the B, or the C, rather than all the way down here in the more results. The people down here, if you click on this link in this listing, again, will barely get any visitors at all. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go to google.com/local. and we need to click here where it says put your business on Google Maps. There's lots of different names used for this facility. Some people call it Google Local, some people call it Google Places, some people call it Google Maps. Google will chop and change a little bit, but this is the screen you are looking for. It says Google Places here, but funnily enough, we had to type in google.com/local. Okay? What you want to click on is list your business. Then you're going to choose the country, and you need to put in your phone number here. Now I'm going to put in a dummy phone number, but it's very, very important that you don't put in a dummy phone number. And we click on Find Business Information. Okay, so if you put in the correct phone number, it may be able to find your address based on searching for that phone number if it has you in its listings. Doesn't matter if it doesn't, you can just fill in the basic information here. Okay, so again, country, your company or organization. I'm going to say that my company is called, again, I'm going to put here, Personal Trainer Brighton. Now it's really important that you do that. Even if your business name isn't Personal Trainer Brighton, I'll explain to you why. Let's say your company is called Start Right Fitness and you're based in Brighton. What you need to do is you need to understand that people going on to Google probably won't be searching for your company name, Start Right Fitness, because they may not have heard of you. What they will be searching for is a personal trainer in Brighton, if that's what you do. So rather than listing your company or organization with its real name, you want to list in here, you want to make sure that it says the words that you think people will be searching for if they're looking for you. If you were a health club in Essex that specializes in maybe weight loss, you would actually want to put in here Weight Loss Essex rather than putting in your company name, etc. Then you're going to fill in your street address, and again I'm going to put a dummy one in here, but it's very important that you don't. Let me grab one of those postcodes. And my phone number there. You can, to be honest, the more phone numbers you have in there, the better. The key to getting this right is to fill out with the most possible information you possibly have. Put my email in there. I'm going to put my website in here, and it's important that I put the HTTP beforehand. Let's say my website is called Start Right Fitness. And then a description of yourself. Now, it's important to make the most of the description, very succinctly tell people exactly what it is that your business does, you know, as you would in any kind of website description. So for Personal Trainer Brighton, let's say I specialize in weight loss. I'm going to say I'm the #1 weight loss specialist for females between 20 and 40 in Brighton. There you go. Pretty, you know, it's a pretty striking thing to say. And in the category, I'm very keen on adding other categories, to be honest, because they're not particularly useful, I don't think, the categories they have listed. So in the category, I'm going to put weight loss service. There we go. So, service areas and location settings. So it says, does your business provide services such as delivery or home repair to locations in a certain area? So it depends what you do. You would either say no, all customers come to you where your business is, where you put this address, or if you do go out to customers, you train people in their homes, etc., you could put yes in there, and you could have yourself listed in other locations. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose the amount of miles or kilometers that we're happy to have people viewing our business from. So if you're happy to go and travel 10 miles away from where your business address is listed to go and train people in their homes, or maybe you do outdoor classes, or if you're a fixed location, remember this won't count for you, you're going to say, okay, I'm going to say my service area is within 10 miles, and I say update my preview here. Or you can click on list of areas served, and you can put, this is an American example down here, but you can put the different regions and locations, towns, etc. that you will serve as well. Hours of operations. Again, you must put as much information down as possible. That's going to mean Google is going to be more likely to rank you more highly. So you're going to put my operating hours are, and you're going to fill in all of these. And then again, payment options, the more information you can give, the better. So you're going to click all the different payment options you take from people. And this is really important. You do want to add photos to your listing because, again, think about it from Google's point of view. If somebody types in personal trainer Brighton, all Google as a search engine want to do is return the results in the order of which they think they're going to be most helpful to the person searching. So if someone's looking for personal trainer Brighton and Google goes out there and looks for all the different local listings, and there's one local listing that's got photos on there, it's got videos on there, it's got all the opening hours on there, it's got the price, it's got the description, it's got the address fully filled out, and there's another local listing on there that hasn't got any of this information. Think about it. Which one do you think Google will believe is going to be most useful to the searcher? Of course, it's going to be the one with the most information. So even if you're thinking, oh, I haven't got any photos, I can't do that right now, make the time to find the photos. And you can upload up to 10, and I suggest you do that. And all you literally do is you browse your computer, upload one of these photos, whichever one you feel is relevant for you, click on add photo, and you're done. There's also a facility there to add a photo if it's stored on the web anywhere. Same with videos. You want to add some videos as well. You can include up to 5. I suggest you do, because it's going to give people more of an idea of what you're about, but more importantly, it's going to make Google believe you are more important. And again, any additional details. Again, you want to put in as much of this as possible. Anything that you think is relevant, you can add as many of these as you like. And then you're going to click submit. Okay, so you can see on the right hand side here, it's given me a little example of what my listing is going to look like. So I've got my keyword up there, the thing that people are searching for, which is great. I would have some photos and videos down here had I taken the time to do so. My email address is on there, description, payment types, what category I fall into, etc., and my phone number and my website as well. So this is a really, really thorough, useful listing. The most important part is they need to validate the listing. Now, the easiest way to do this is by phone or by SMS text, because they do that almost immediately, and they'll just send you a text, or they'll send you an automated message asking you to say, yes, I really am that person at that address. I really do provide fitness services from that address. If you do it by postcard, it actually takes a lot longer. So of course it's much easier to do by phone or by SMS. And then you would click on finish. Now again, I've not done the verification here, but when you do the verification, it will be listed, and then it may take a couple of days for it to show up, but what it will mean is the next time you type in personal trainer Brighton, that your listing maybe won't be right at the top first of all, but what it will mean is it will start to then show up. And again, if we click on the full listings, we can see there's lots and lots and lots of listings here. Now, the last key to this is once you have your listing here and it's showing, you want to get as many people as possible, as many of your clients and customers as possible to do you a review for your business. Because again, think about it, in Google's eyes, A listing that has more reviews than the next listing will naturally be favored. We can see a high listing here, the one in the 4th position, has got 15 reviews, all rated at 5-star. Yeah, in the eyes of the consumer, this makes me be drawn to this listing because I can see there's 15 people that have reviewed this. And if I scroll down this listing, look, the first thing I see here is 5 stars, fabulous. Matt at Mint Fitness is great. 5 stars, highly recommended, etc., etc. And it goes on here with more reviews by Google users. So what you want to do is make sure those reviews go on to your listing, okay? And the way you do that is by clicking rate and review. Being here question mark, you click on rate and review, and you can give someone a rating, either 5, 4, 3. Get your clients to do this and get them to write a description here saying how fantastic they believed your service was, and then just click publish. Easy as that. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. I hope you found that of good use. You can see this is a really, really nice, useful listing. There's photos on this one. I can see where it is on the map. I can see it's had 15 5-star reviews. I've got the person's phone number. I've got their website I can click straight onto. I can see what it looks like. So for me as the user, I'm very likely to go to Mint Fitness Personal Training Studio now, simply because I can see so much information about it. So that's it from me, Lucy Johnson at rockstarfitnessmarketing.com. I hope that helped. My big advice to you is go out there and get your local listing now before Google starts charging for it, which I predict they will do. But even if they don't, it's very good practice to have this now backing up your website listing as well. It's the absolute future for Google and local business in 2011. You've got to have one of these to make sure your business beats the local competition.